Okay, guys, so this is going to be the series I mentioned on my community tab. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and win the Premier League with without buying a single player. So, what I've done is I've continued with it up until the Crystal Palace game. So, with the Crystal Palace game, as we know, it was the Charity Shield, wasn't it? So, spare me a second. Let me just get the chat up because obviously with when you're playing Football Manager, you can't really have yourself on camera because you need to be able to see the full screen. So I'll go on to my private account and I'll keep my eye on the chat from there. Right, let's get started then, eh? So what I've done is I've gone for the standard um, 4-2-3-1. So I've got my strongest team in now. What I'm going to do is, rather than waiting around all the time, I'm going to I'm just going to go to quick results and see how we get on. Here we go. Come on, we've got to beat Palace. Don't get beat on penalties like we did in real life. Yay! Won the Community Shield. Good start. More Salah. So yeah, like I say, I'm not going to buy any players this season. I want to see what I can win with Liverpool. I'm not going to bother changing the team unless I get injuries or um, people that are fatigued and stuff like that. If there's anybody you think I should maybe promote or um, give a chance to, just let me know in the comments. I can see your comments. I have my phone with me, so if you want to get involved in the chat, that'd be great. Um, like I say, it's just a bit of chill time. I've said I'm a massive football manager and championship manager fan. I've played him since I was young, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. But it's like I said in my community post. Um, I was going to do it on my private channel, but I've only got like 36 subs or something like that. I haven't got enough subs. You have to have 50 subs before you can actually go live. Um, so I thought, well, why not do it on here? You know, I know there's quite a lot of Football Manager fans out there. Um, so I thought, let's do something a little bit different. I know people in the past have done like gaming channels and stuff, but it's so difficult to get enough subscribers when you're new to YouTube. It's so hard. I mean, I've had my personal channel for God knows how long, I've never actually put much content on it. I have, what does this say? Reece Williams has agreed a deal to leave West Brom to join Preston. To leave the club, sorry, not West Brom. Right, we'll accept that if he wants to go. Greer set to sign for Liverpool as loan manager. Okay. Sorry, what was I saying? So yeah, I remember playing when I was younger, the first ever Championship manager, and I absolutely loved it. And I've always played it ever since. I think my favourite Championship manager was 2008. I used to play that for hours and hours and hours. And then obviously, once Championship Manager stopped, I started going on to Football Manager. I've tried other ones like mobile games. I've tried all them, but they're not great. I've got Football Manager on my phone as well. It's actually free on mobile if you've got Netflix. But my mum bought me this game because I said I was thinking about doing Football Manager lives. Originally, I was going to do it on my PlayStation 5, but it's so difficult because you've got to wire all stuff up, and I'm not exactly very clued up when it comes to stuff like that. So I thought, why not try it on, on PC? And to be fair, there's not actually that much difference in price. I think there's only maybe a quid or two difference. So we've got Bournemouth today at Anfield, so this will be an interesting game. See, I'm thinking I want to try and prove a point because I know that we have the squad. I want to see if the injuries and stuff that we have in real life actually come up on the game. I was tempted to buy Jeremy Jaquette, bring him in, but he doesn't actually play for Liverpool yet, does he? So I didn't really want to curse it, because I did say that I wanted to try and do it without signing any players. But I'm going to have to be quite careful, because if I'm not buying anybody or loaning anybody, I'm going to have to be quite careful, aren't I, who I loan out, in case I get injuries and stuff. Right, Bournemouth. Let's have a look. So everybody's fit. Everybody's good to go. Federico Chiesa. Chiesa on the left wing. Dominic Soboslai on the bench. What we'll do is we'll stick with the winning team until we lose, and then if need be, we'll change the team. But that's the thing. If you've got a full strength team, it's quite difficult to pick an 11. Three 0 Good result. Gravenberch, Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. So that's 2 from 2. So, what we could really go deep into it and start checking every single message and stuff, but I'd rather just see how far we can go. So as you can see, I'm in the chat as well as my personal account. So if there's anything, you can join in the chat. I can see your messages. They'll come up on the screen. If you've got any suggestions of players, like I say, for next season, or people that we could give chances to, or change formation, or anything like that, just let me know in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. If this is sort of thing that you're into, great. Like I say, it's just chill time for me. I did Shauno's Part 2, came out last night at 8 PM. If you haven't watched that already, go and watch that. I've also got one coming out next Friday with Jamie from Liverpool Chat TV. And then a week after that, on the 20th, is Adam from AKM LFC. I've got a few other interviews coming up. So there's plenty of stuff coming up on the channel. I wanted to come away from the same stuff, because everybody that's got a Liverpool channel seems to do the same thing, don't they? Reviews, previews. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I spoke to a lot of people about my Tell Me Your LFC Story series, and a lot of people have said that it's a great idea, it's unique, and yeah, it's dead simple. If you want to come on and have a chat to me, tell me your Liverpool story, it's dead simple. You either leave a comment under any of my videos, I'll get back to you, or you can email. You can email me at copyightsofanfield@gmail.com. Tell me when you're free. You don't have to do a lot. I mean, I have got the Tell Me Your LFC Story podcast as well, which is on Spreaker. I am going to look into getting it on Spotify and all your main podcast places. So if you don't want to go on camera, you don't have to. What you do is you come on with me. We usually do it on StreamYard, or can maybe do it on Zoom or something. And if you don't want to be on the actual YouTube channel, we'll just record it. Just turn your camera off. We'll record the video, and then I'll put it straight on the podcast, and we won't have to do YouTube. So there is plenty of options. The only thing is with this series is people have to I have to get people to come on, otherwise it's not going to work, which is a shame really, because I really do think this will be a great series. If you haven't watched Shauno's 2, me and Shauno met up last week and we talked for about 6 hours, maybe more, 7 hours, and only 3.5 of it actually got onto the YouTube channel, which is a shame really. The only problem is you only have so many hours free per month with StreamYard, and it's something like £34 a month. I can't unfortunately I can't afford to pay for that at the moment. So if you only want to do an hour, that's fine. Me and my wife are going to do a little mini series where she's going to tell her story of being with me. We've been together for 20 years. She's got some stories to tell you, but we'll probably only do maybe an hour, or and make it maybe a 6-part or something like that. I've got family members that want to come on as well. My mum's a big Liverpool fan. My daughter's a big Liverpool fan. So there will be bonus episodes for the Tell Me Your LFC story as well. I have got, like I say, I've been speaking to a few people behind the scenes If I can pull it off, there's be some big names coming on the channel, well-known names that you've probably heard of if you watch all the Liverpool socials, like Coppish, Redmen TV. Possibly, I'm talking to somebody there. There is things coming. Seems really slow this today. Problem is when you've got your laptop on your knee, my fan's on my laptop. All right, Eric, how's it going, mate? They're underneath, so it might overheat. Have you been able to watch any of the podcast from last night, Eric? Are you into football manager games and stuff, Eric, or is it not your sort of thing? Bit of a hangover, yeah. You were out last night, weren't you, mate? What did you do? Did you go out for a meal with the family and a few drinks afterwards, or what did you get up to? I've got some. I don't know if you've been listening to what I've just been saying, Eric, but I've got some good stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks. I've got Jamie from Liverpool Chat TV next Friday. I don't know if you watch Jamie, but he's a really, really interesting lad. Knows his stuff. And then obviously the week after, I've got Adam on from AKM, of course. And then I'm doing an interview with Carl Russell as well on next Thursday. So that should be on the 27th of March. So yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces coming up. Just a few drinks, bud. But just not able anymore. It's not wrong with having a few drinks, mate, of a weekend. I mean, I don't drink myself, but um, I know a lot of people that do. But yeah, I don't know if people will go for this. I just thought I'd give it a go. I mean, I really enjoy Football Manager, Eric. Um, like I said earlier, I don't know if you caught the beginning part of it, but I've always been a big Football Manager and Championship Manager fan. I played it since I was probably 16-year old. Um, and then it obviously went bankrupt, didn't it? Was it 2010? I think it was. It was something like 93 or something like that, maybe 93 to 2010, and then I started playing Football Manager after that. But yeah, my laptop seems to be running quite slow at the minute. It is quite hot underneath. It's usually a lot quicker than this. Maybe I should shut down a few of my applications on the laptop. I can't really, that's the only issue. I can't really shut it down. Right, so who is next? Newcastle. So what I've decided to do, I've decided to try and stick with the same team until I lose or I get an injury or something like that. So I beat Palace in the Community Shield 1-0, and then I beat Bournemouth 3-0 as well. So let's see how we get on. Laptop's dying. Just bear me a second, guys. 4-0. What a result. Chiesa, Isak, Chiesa, and Salah. So far, so good. Played 3-1-3. I'm going to delegate me press conferences. Anything to make it a little bit easier. Right. What's next? You're still there, Eric? Have you watched the highlights back from the game last night? Right, here we go. Florian Wirtz is injured. So it says I can give him an injection and he'll be out for 2 months. I'll leave it to the physio. I'll be out for 6 to 7 weeks. Right, so we're going to have to leave him out, aren't we? So let's give him the 7 weeks. Calf injury. Oh, you're watching it in the pub, were you, mate? What did you think of Rio? I thought he was absolute class. I don't understand why he doesn't get more games. I'm not being funny, but I don't rate um, Cody Gakpo this season. I think he needs to go in the summer. So we're just going to have to put Dominic Szoboszlai in instead of Florian Wirtz, aren't we? See, on this game, Federico Chiesa actually gets a lot of goals. So I think Cody Gakpo might get upset if he doesn't get games this season. I mean, so far, just wait for this to come off, and we'll have a look at some of the youth team players, see if any of them are worth promoting. Yeah, Ricky is one for you, right? So the whole idea of this is for me not to buy anybody this season. Right, try and win the league without buying any players. But is it going against it if I bring Jeremy Jacquet in, because he doesn't technically play for Liverpool this season, does he? Shall we have a look and see what his stats are like? Jeremy Jacquet. Let's have a look. So he's worth 15 to 25 million on this game. So let's give him a scout. His stats don't look great, do they really? So as you can see, the ratings are out of 20. And he's only actually got one green stat, which is your 15 to 20 ratings. So he's not actually that good, to be fair. But we'll see what the scout says. So if you've never played Football Manager, it gives them ratings out of 5. So obviously, 3-star is like your bang average players. You know, anything lower than 3, you don't really want to be putting in your team, especially if you're a massive club like Liverpool. Because it's all right if you're playing in like the League Cup or something like that against a lower league team, but if you play against United or Arsenal or City or anybody like that with any players that are under 3 rating, you could be in big trouble. What's this say here? Liverpool to receive 12.79 million. So the transfer budget this season is 41 million. Which again, if I can win a few trophies, I can get a bit more money for the summer, next summer. But see, what I did was, before I actually went live, I give all my players new contracts, like Kanate, Robertson, anybody that was down to the end of this season that was worth keeping. A few of them I've let go because I didn't think they were that good. Here we go. This is the first test playing Arsenal at Anfield. I'm only going to be able to stay on till I'd say about 5 o'clock. So I've got to pick my daughter up and stuff at 6, and then I might pop back on later on. You just have to let me know if it's something you'll be interested in going forward. I'm hoping Rio Ngamoa starts against Galatasaray on Tuesday night. That'd be a tough game, that, you know. People think that Galatasaray is a pushover. I think they could surprise us. I mean, if we can get beat by Wolves, I'm damn sure Galatasaray can beat us. But to be fair, the way we played last night, I thought we I thought we played really well. You know, we looked like we wanted to be there. You know, it looked like we had a point to prove. But even if we win the FA Cup and get in the top four, I don't think it's enough. Not with the money we spent in the summer. I was talking to Jamie yesterday for his Tell Me Your LFC story, and we were saying that we think it could be another big spend this summer. Because you think he was saying, I don't want to spoil too much about his episode, but he was saying that he thinks we could end up spending another two or 300 million more. Which, to be fair, um, I could see it because, say, for example, Cody Gakpo goes to Bayern Munich for 60, 70 million. You know, that will probably get you like um, a young winger, wouldn't it? Like the Yan Diamendi or something like that. Here we go. Playing Arsenal now at Anfield. See, if you look at that grid, you've got Andy Robertson that's 2.5 stars. You've got Frimpong that's 2 stars. I'll take that. 1-1. That's a good result, that. Who's injured now? Van Dijk. Oh, 2 or 3 months. Oh, that's a disaster. Oh my God. Let's have a look at Yan Diamandi. See what Football Manager thinks his rating is, because apparently, I don't know how true this is, but a lot of scouts use Football Manager to find kids. Wow, 99 to 122 million. That's impressive, that. Right, so we're going to have a look at the team, aren't we? So if Van Dijk's out, that just leaves us with Joe Gomez. Because a lot of these youngsters aren't registered. Wonder if I could bring Harvey Elliott back from his loan. That'd be pretty good if I could bring him back. Saying that, he's only three. He's only 3 stars. Um, I don't think it will let me cancel the offer. No. Got Leone as well. Kirkes. So Leone's a 2-star, but his potential is 4, which is good. This is what I was saying before. So you start off with his current ability, and then it goes to a potential ability. The more you play him, the more the ratings go up. If I can get this, if I win the Premier League in my first season without signing anybody, it should give me possibly 80 to 100 million to spend in the summer. Like I say, I've got Canate signed to a new deal. I've got Robertson signed to a new deal. The only thing I'm going to have to be careful with, have you seen here on the right hand side? So I've got Burnley next away, and then Barcelona at Anfield in the Champions League. So I could maybe give a few of my fringe players a game against Burnley. Let's have a look. So Ekitike needs a game, doesn't he? What are you doing, Gareth? Just give Kirkes a game. And then we'll put Ekitike on the left wing. And then Joe Gomez is going to have to go in, isn't he, for Van Dijk? Van Dijk's going to have to come off the bench. Where's Leone at? There he is. Put Leone on the bench. If these players are out on loan, I may as well put them in the under 21s out of the way. You can actually hide players that you're not using, but it's just as easy to put them in the under 21s, isn't it? I'm going to have a look at some of the players that I've mentioned on my LFC Future Stars. See what Football Manager's saying about them. Right, under 18s. So there's a few players that I've actually spoke about on my channel. I've spoke about DJ Bernard, who's very, very poor ratings on this. Why have they got him as a goalkeeper? Oh, it's not Bernard, it's DJ Esdale, isn't it? Where's he at? He's not on there, is he? We've got Narlo there. I think I'll promote him to the first team. Just so I've got an extra pair of hands. This kid's a future big star for the club. I'd like to see him have a chance with the first team. His ratings aren't great on here, but he's a big, big talent. There he is, DJ Esdale. So he's a young right back. He's got a big future at the club as well. He's one we should look out for. I'm surprised this lad hasn't trained more with the first team. Right, so the lad that I've been banging on about on my channel is a lad called Josh Shunny Lambie. Now that lad has scored something like between 21 and 25 goals this season. And he will definitely be a big star. Whether it's at Liverpool or not, I'm not sure. I hope it is. But you've also got Josh Abe as well. Now City are looking at him in the summer. I'm trying to take him off us. He's a player that we definitely want to keep. We've got Will Wright here as well. He's another big star in the future. I'm going to put him in the under-21s. Where's Josh Shunny Lambie at? You got Jibril Cisse's son as well. Prince Corby Cisse. He's another one to keep your eye on for the future. He plays centre back. But he's a bit more of a utility player. On here, they've got him as right back, centre back, and a wing back. But he can also play up front as well. Let's see if I can get him on 3 years. So yeah, like I say, I'm getting these young lads signed up. So this is Alex Inglethorpe's son. He's doing really well at the moment. He's not played many games, but he's a good little player. Let's get him signed up for another 3 years. I can't seem to find Josh Sonny Lambie. Am I being blind? Anybody tell me in the comments if they've seen Josh Sonny Lambie on this list? Because I don't see him. I don't think that's him. No. Maybe he's in the under-21s. Something go slow. Right, let's get into this Burnley match. Why is it saying that Burnley's away in 13 days? An international break on or something? It's definitely in go slow, isn't it? It's like it's frozen. Here we go. It's moving now. I think maybe it's overheating a little bit. It's because of I'm running it through OBS. So I've obviously got OBS open. I've obviously got YouTube Studio open. And obviously the game as well. So it could be possibly overheating a little bit. Transfer deadline day. No. Look at that. Man City 7. Brighton 2. Erling Haaland's an absolute beast on this game. I mean, he's a beast in real life. He's not form though recently, isn't he? I'm quite surprised that he's not getting more goals. Semenyo's been a great signing for City, hasn't he? He's got a few goals. Thing is, though, he's playing with a lot better players now, isn't he? So he's going to get more chances. It was basically the main man, wasn't he, at Bournemouth? What's this? Lucas Pitt, 42,000. 1.5 stars. It's worth 40 to 400 grand. I don't think I want to get rid of him. I think I'll keep him for now. Let's get him on a 3-year deal. Or we can have a 5-year deal. We'll give him 3 though. Right, so let's go back. Let's reject that offer. I don't mind loaning players out, but I don't want to be selling everybody this season, do I? Because you don't know who's going to get injured. So the Premier League table at the moment is me, us, Liverpool, City, Palace and Brentford, all on 7 points. It's not bad going, that, is it? Let's see who the big spenders are. Well, it's definitely not me. It says that we are the big spenders. Let's go back, because I missed the jacket scout report, didn't I? What's it saying? It says early signs of a last resort, D-rated. Pros, under 21 players are automatically eligible to play in all matches. Really good in the air. Cons, would need to learn the language. Okay. Says he's only a 1.5 star player, even when he's at his full potential. So that's slightly worrying, isn't it? I mean, you can't really go off Football Manager for real life, but and it's not as if he's a 17, 18-year-old kid. He's 20, isn't he? So I hope he's not an expensive flop. I mean, what was it we paid for him? 60 million or something like that. It's a lot of money. Birmingham are back. He's not for sale. I think the hardest game will be after this Burnley one against Barcelona, because what's he called, that young lad? He's a beast on this game. Oh, I can't think of his name now. There is a lad at Burnley though that I do like. Let's have a look at him, see what he's like. What's he called? I think that's him. He looks like a decent player. Watched him a few times. He's a good player as well. That's the lad from West Ham, isn't it? Oh no, Benfica. He looks decent. Marcus Edwards. He was brilliant at Paris Sporting Lisbon, wasn't he? Birmingham just don't seem to be giving up, do they? 105,000 now. Let's see, 125. If they get close to the 300, I'd probably take it. I mean, what, they started off on 55, didn't they? Pit, and it's slowly going up. Drags, doesn't it, when you're waiting for a game? Right, let's do our squad registration. I wish I could bring Harvey Elliott back. I don't understand why it won't let me do it. Does anybody need an adding to this registration? See, a lot of these players, if they're under 21, you don't need to add them. Look at Rio and Gamoa. 4 stars. Look at that. Virgil van Dijk injured. Liverpool down to the bare bones. So I like it though. If you're buying all the best players, I mean, I've actually got the editor on this game. I paid a bit extra for it. And what you can basically do is you can take players' injuries off them and stuff like that. And you can bring players into your club for free and all sorts of stuff. But I basically got it for injuries, really. Because I'm not one of these people that'll just buy players just for the sake of buying them just because they've got a big name. You know, I like to develop players from a young age. You know, I like to give like your wonder kids a chance because it's all right having all these players, these world class players, but when they retire, all the wonder kids are going to all the big clubs like your Cities and Barca's and Real Madrid and all that. And then in say 5, 6 years time, when all your best players have gone, all the other players buyout clauses are like 1 billion and stuff like that, 500 million and stuff like that. So you can't really afford to do it. Still 11 days to go before we play Burnley. What's this? Register players. I've already done that. Why is it asking me to do it again? Rio and Gamoa. It won't let me put him in. Just have to go with what we've got. He's only 17 or something in here on this, so it's not too bad. Trent Cornet Doherty. He's a good little player. I think we sold him for cheap. We've got quite a big buyback sell-on clause, and we've got a buyback option on him as well. That's a player I'd love us to sign in the summer. Adam Wharton. I wonder what his value's like on this game. I'll have a look in a minute. See, that's the only good thing about PlayStation. It's a lot quicker than a laptop or PC. But with a PC, you get more detail with it. Come on. Like, imagine if I didn't, if I'd started buying players and stuff. It's quite a long game. Um, It'd probably take, the way I'm doing it, to do a full season. It'd probably take about 6 hours to do a full season. Still got 8 days before we play Burnley. Odegaard seals new 5-year contract. I think he's overrated, Odegaard. I think when he has a good day, he's good, isn't he? But there's not enough of him for me. I think he's quite inconsistent. And he's very injury prone as well. But I've got my best mate, he's an Arsenal fan. Um, and I've been having a bit of banter with him, saying that Arsenal are going to bottle it and City are going to win the league and stuff. He's not happy, to say the least. He says, well, why do you want City to win the league? They're cheating bastards. And I'm like, yeah, they are, but at least in a northern team. The thing of it is, all right, he used to support Liverpool. When we were younger, he was a massive Liverpool fan. And then he stopped supporting Liverpool, started supporting Arsenal when he was about 15, 16 maybe. I met him when I was 12, I think. He lives in Barrow. That's where I'm originally from. I never hear from him anymore. It's a shame. We've been best friends for like 35 years. Right, let's have a quick look at Adam Wharton. See what his rating's like on this. I reckon about 100 to 150 million. That's not too bad, actually. Would be an excellent signing. Great player. I mean, all his stats are basically over 4, well, average of about 14, aren't they? So if we press on this here, it should tell you what his potential rating is. He's injured at the moment. Look at all them pros compared to his cons. Says he's extremely interested. Got all them pros and 2 cons. Has work to do in the heading department, and Wharton is likely to find it difficult to fit in with the core social group, and is more likely to slot into a secondary group. So at the moment he's 2.5 stars, but he goes up to 4. See, this is the good thing about Football Manager. You can look at all sorts of stuff about the players. I should use it more often, really, for me youth team analysis and stuff. So if you actually look at the right hand side of the screen, it compares him to my own squad. It says that he's got 4-star potential, which is better than Curtis Jones, obviously better than Endo. Nearly there. 5 days to go. Come on. I want to get this game on the road now. Come on. I wonder if there's a way we can make it go faster. Might actually have a look on Google. See if it'll tell me if there's any settings we can change. Here we go. Speed up Football Manager 2026 by installing the UI speed patch by Bossy Boy, which offers up to 250% faster, more responsive menus by replacing the UI panel, filing the game's data folder for faster processing, reduce the number of loaded leagues, use a smaller database, and turn off unused leagues. Might look into that later on if I come back on. UI speed patch by Bossy Boy. FM Scout or Facebook, which replaces files. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. There's quite a few different tips on here. Use the FM26 speedster tool to adjust speed, which suggests reducing certain values from 330 down to 30 for increased speed. That's pretty cool. What does this say? Settings adjustment. In game, go to preferences, increase transition speed and uncheck all transitions for a snappier interface. Could try that, couldn't we? So wait till this goes off and we'll have a look. Burnley game's tomorrow now, so that's good. Says as well, graphics settings, disable vertical sync and FreeSync G-Sync to improve performance. Match speed. Yeah, I don't do matches, I just do the sync, the simming. Let's have a look at this speed adjustment. So it says go to settings. Go to preferences. Increase transition speed and uncheck all transitions. Increase transition speed. Where's that at? Graphics quality. What does it say about graphics? I've got it as high. Disable. There's no option to disable it, is there? We could put it on low. Let's try that. And what was the other one? Detailed. What's this? Here we go. So what does it say? Settings adjustment. In game, go to preferences. Increase transitions. Where's transitions at? Audio and visuals. It's not in there. It's not in there. Match day. Use flashing commentary. Use plain text. Show all players' names. I don't think that's going to make much difference, really, is it? Processing. Here we go. Continue game timeout. Choose the period of time before the game will automatically continue. Increase duration of processing. Breaks for fewer stops in play. That could work. Let's turn that on. Instant. Fast, less responsive. Yeah, that's good. Continue button. Okay, let's try saving that. See if this helps. Let's quick pick the team. Let's go. I think I'm going to predict a score for this. I'm going to go 4-0. One 0. Okay. It's still a win though. That's all that matters. Parker admires Frimpong. Oh, that's a lot better, isn't it? It's jumping straight to it now. That's miles better. Let's just get this saved now, so that I don't lose them settings. Yeah, that's a lot quicker now. Right, so the next game is Barcelona at Anfield. This will be a tough game, this. If anybody plays Football Manager that's watching this, if you've got any tips for me, can you do me a favour and leave them in the comments? Because I've not really played Football Manager 26 much this year. I've probably only played maybe half a season. Here we go. Barcelona. Do we give Ekitike a game? That's the thing I'm thinking, but I mean, look at Chiesa there. 4.5. They're 3.5 stars. I can't really take him out. Dominic Soboslai's out. The only one I'm worried about really is Frimpong and Joe Gomez, but I haven't got any other options. Virgil van Dijk's out for 2 to 3 months. You know, Vert's still out. Or is Verts back? He's still injured. Let's go for it. Strongest team we've got available. What I'm going to do with this one, though, is I'm going to give it a pressure cooker and see if that works. Come on, you Scousers. Oh, what a result that is. Wow. 4-0 against Barcelona. He sacked with 2. Soboslai and Salah. That's a great result. Right, got Merseyside Derby next at Anfield. Seems to be working a bit faster now, doesn't it, since we changed the settings? There's no gaps now, it's just going straight into it. Because I'm not actually pressing anything now, I'm just holding the mic. Here we go, Merseyside Derby. Doing alright, we're handling it considering we've got 2 of our main players out injured. I think Florian Wirtz is on his way back now though, because when they get injured, it says a red injured, and then when they're on the way back it goes orange, and then when they're fit it goes green. See what I mean? So there, it's red, but Florian Wirtz is on orange. So it says currently in rehabilitation phase of his recovery. Expected to be out between 7 days and 2 weeks. Where's Virgil van Dijk at? There. So he's currently receiving specialist treatment for a hip injury. Expected to be out for 4 to 8 weeks. Right then, let's go. Everton, and we'll go for a big win. Four 0. Boom. Who have we got next? Burton in the Carabao Cup. Might go for a bit of a rotation in this and give some kids a chance. Maybe give like Leone or Ungamoa, Ekitike and Gakpo and stuff games. Maybe Mamadashvili. I'll be careful though, because I don't want to change too much, do I? He's a good player, Calafiori. Sure, we will link with him at some point. Right, so let's go for pick rotation squad slightly. So let's have a look who's in the starting 11. So you've got Alisson, Frimpong, Gomez, Kanate, Kirkes, McAllister, Jones, Salah, Soboslai, Gakpo, Isak. No, I'm not doing that. I want to give Rio and Gamora a game. Let's get this kid in. He can go in for Salah. Let's give Salah a rest. And then we'll give Leone a game for Kanate. And we'll give Ekitike a game for Isak. And let's do it. Go for a big win. Bloody hell, only beat Burton 1-0. Isak must have come on. Oh well, at least we've rested a few players. Right, so the next game was at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. Here we go, Crystal Palace. Palace are a good team, aren't they? So I'm going to have to go for my strongest team, really. Right, let's do it. I'll take a smash and grab for this. Bournemouth, eh? Liverpool and Bournemouth are both joint top. But we've got a game in hand. That's a good result. Huh, Joe Gomez. Huh. Joe Gomez will score for Liverpool before he leaves. Got a funny feeling, that Joe Gomez could go this summer. Who's next? Villarreal, Anfield. Doing well so far though. Nearly in October and still unbeaten. The champions. Do, 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 do. Right, Villarreal, we'll do another smash and grab. Oh. Rirungamoa is ineligible. Let's try again. Oh, nil. I don't know why it didn't pop up. So we've got Chiesa, Isak, Salah, Frimpong. Next game is Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Chiesa's done alright this season so far, hasn't he? Let's have a look at his stats for this season. Where's he gone? What do we look under? Performance. No career, isn't it? Six and 2. Look at that. 4 stars. 4 stars. So he's actually running at his potential now. Contract runs out in 2028. See, that's a play that we missed out on. I'd love to have signed Mamouche. I think he'd have been a great signing. $53 to 82 million. That's only a guideline, that though, because I've looked at players before, right? And I've gone to buy them and it said 53 to 82 million. But then if you go to if you go actions, right, and then you go to make offer, you can go to suggested terms. Man City believe the offer for Omar Marmoush is unacceptable. Liverpool received 1.8 million. What's that for? Champions League win. What I'm going to have to do, guys, is I'm going to have to come off soon and give my laptop a rest. It's actually burning my legs. And it's making it run quite slow. I think it might have froze, you know. It's not letting me continue. I'm pressing continue, but it's not working. Let's just try saving it again. Nah, I think it's froze. So what we'll do, guys, we'll call it a little break. I'll go and grab something to eat, go and get my daughter from work, and then if you keep your eye on the channel, I might pop back on later on for an hour. Thanks for sitting with me while I chill. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave me a comment on anything to do with Football Manager. If you play Football Manager, if you've got any tips, leave it in the comments. That's it for now, guys. Take it easy.